Next up at UFC Vegas 84, we have Marcus McGhee taking on Gaston Bolanos. I said this in a couple of my videos. Is Gaston Bolanos, does this not look like a Gaston? If I said draw a Gaston, you draw this guy 10 out of 10 times.
It looks like the dinosaur that killed the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs landed right in the middle of his chest. I mean, it looks like a fucking crater. So what is going on there?
It actually, that's the only place the hair is. It does look like. It's
like we should have been wiped out again, but Gaston was just like, fuck it. Oh. Like fucking anime shit.
Bolanos. Well, anyway, Marcus McGhee, he's 4-1 in his last 5. He is 8-1 in his entire career. He's riding a nice 4-fight win streak. He's taking on Gaston Bolanos. This guy is 7-3 overall, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off a win in his UFC debut. But Gaston has a Muay Thai background, professional Muay Thai fighter for quite a while before turning over to an MMA fighter. But Gaston's a solid striker, good Muay Thai, as I mentioned, good power, a willingness to engage. His claim to fame, both in MMA and Muay Thai, were spinning back elbows. He has more than one spinning back elbow knockout in more than one sport. He does have some big-time grappling holes, and those can be exploited, but you're going to need to get through a striking guard to even entertain the grappling. As I mentioned, coming off his first win in the UFC, and that was over Aaron Phillips, where he won that first round. He was taken down a few times, showed some pretty low fight IQ, honestly. He's taking on Marcus McGhee. This guy's powerful everywhere. Big, powerful hands. Good takedowns. One-punch knockouts all over the place. Takedown defense is solid. Slick submissions. He uses them in scrambles, and he sets a really nice pace. He will have that power in the first round and in the third round. He just knocked out JP Bays. And if you remember, the whole world, oh, JP's training with Marab. JP's with Aljo. JP's at the Marcus McGhee absolutely smoked that guy. Marcus is, what are his odds right now? Minus 250. They tightened from the opening odds. And I understand a little bit of hesitation. Like, whoa, Gaston Bolanos, this guy was a Muay Thai, like professional Muay Thai fighter. Marcus McGhee, he'll stand in the pocket. He'll swing. Listen, I don't want Marcus striking that much in this fight either, but if he does, I'm not that worried about it. Marcus is the pick. Very confident in Marcus. I think Marcus is going to get a whole bunch of takedowns, as he can, as he will. I also think he'll touch the chin. Marcus is the very, very clear pick for me. Obviously, Gaston Bolanos can make some stuff happen, but I think Marcus is just going to do what he needs to do here and get it done. Why are you leaning back and laughing? Is there a mean comment that I missed?
Jacob, right kick to Angelo's depleted liver is what Dr. Y said for $1.99.
What the fuck? Jesus, Dr. Y. So this is so the whole "is it going to fit around his waist" thing is a joke. Okay, that makes me feel better. Thank you. No, I feel better about it.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of glad that this fight was next because, Angelo, you rattled off just a bunch of kind of nonsense before this one. And the fact of the matter is this is kind of like our fight. We have Marcus McGhee, the absolute fucking powerhouse athlete. And what I want to stress here is that he is an athlete. You can see in the way he's moving, with the fluid movement, the strength, the explosiveness, the striking. He's got wrestling, grappling as well. But you can just tell with his swagger and just the way that he is fluid inside of the octagon that this dude, if he did anything, he would be good at it, right? I mean, baseball, football, basketball. You put Marcus McGhee in any sport, any situation, frisbee tossing, darts, bowling, whatever it is, this guy's going to fucking dominate. And I relate to that. Being a fucking lifelong athlete, being a guy that's just honestly good at it, doesn't matter what I do. If I do something for the very first time, I'm going to be top 2% in the entire world at that, whatever it is. I'm a fucking athlete, right? And when Marcus McGee's in there, he's fluid, he's an athlete, and Gaston is a guy that is a Muay Thai gentleman, right? And he's supposed to be a high-level guy, kickboxing and Muay Thai. When I watch him fight, I see stiffness. I see he's a little bit stiff. He's a guy that's not really a natural athlete, but learned that he can be a good striker. It's mostly kicks. And what's the best defense against kicks? You fucking just crowd him. And Marcus McGhee is so good at his forward pressure, crowding people. I don't think the kicks are going to be there. I think Marcus McGhee is going to be all over this guy. If he turns into a boxing match, He's the better boxer, but if you want to mix it in the grappling, that's where I think you can really shine in this matchup, get a takedown, show off that grappling, maybe get another submission win. This is one of those props where they got a little bit ahead of us. I think his submission's only like at plus 200, plus 300. I thought it'd be a lot higher, but it is what it is. They got a little bit ahead of us. I think that's how he could get this fight done. I'm all over Marcus McGhee in this matchup. I'm surprised that the odds are tightening, but if they do, I might double down. I like Marcus McGhee, and I see a lot of myself in him.
To Jacob's credit, he is like
the best athlete you've ever seen in your life.
You're definitely not that, but Jacob is good at this stuff. When Jacob and I are partners in yard games, I don't think we lose. Who's beating us at stuff?
I don't lose at anything. That's what I'm trying to. That's what.
Angel,
that's what I'm trying to.
We got our shit pushed in a few times playing wiffle ball against Casey.
I don't remember ever losing. Yeah, I mean that's why I try to stress with you guys. I mean, there's some people that say that they're fucking competitors, right? That say like, oh, I want to win, and blah, blah. And there's some people that just fucking never lose. And I'm the top 1% of 1% that never fucking loses at anything. And I just wish Angela would take this more serious, because it's not going to be good.
Yeah, I'll try to take it serious. We're both on the same side here. $9,100 in DraftKings. I will spend that money on Marcus. I do think he gets a finish. And if he doesn't get a finish, there's a whole lot of wrestling going on, and he will score those points. $9,100 in DraftKings. I think Marcus McGhee is worth that money. What do you think, Jakey Bombalotes?
Yeah, especially and I think he's going to have a good game plan in here too. He's not a guy that I don't think is just going to chase a wild knockout. He seems like he's very within himself inside of a fight. He trains over there with Sean. I think somebody's mentioned in the chat. Maybe he gets that championship rub off, and being in that camp, that extra kind of bump. And I think he can. There's a matchup he can really steamroll Gaston if he comes out and shows out.
Yeah, I mean, Gaston has had those spinning back elbow knockouts more than once. But I don't see that happening here. Obviously, anything can happen. It's an MMA fight, but I don't see that happening here. Jakey Boy and I on the same side here. If you want to check out the bets, we do have bets on this fight. You want to check those out? WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It's only $10. You'll unlock everything for an entire month. Not just one event, an entire month worth of fights. Kenny Ash said yard games, because I mentioned, have we ever lost a yard? Yeah, Kenny. One of my favorite things to do, straight up, favorite things to do, and Jacob will attest to this, is have the boys
massages.
over.
Give and receive massages.
My favorite day since I've lived here in Texas.
If you want to judge by just pure excitement, I think it's those massages.
Okay. I don't remember which pay-per-view it was. My favorite day since we moved here was Jacob came over, the neighbor came over, Casey came over, Bryce came over. You've seen him in some Fight Foods vlogs. We went out, we played wiffle ball for a few hours with a cooler and a bunch of beers. Then we came back to the house.
Dude, was that
cleaned up?
I think that would have been an International Fight Week, because weren't we playing wiffle ball underneath fireworks? It was just like the Sandlot.
It was in September. There was fireworks because it was homecoming. Football homecoming.
But it literally was like the sun was going down. We were losing sunlight,
awesome.
and all of a sudden we're like playing wiffle ball underneath the fireworks, just having the time of our lives, man.
Oh, it was awesome. Then we came back, ordered Canes, and watched, I think it was an Izzy Whitaker fight, one of those, but maybe not. But we came back and watched that. The best part about the firework thing, though, is it was me and Jacob playing wiffle ball against two Division I baseball players. Both of them had scholarships, D1 player, both very good. One of them is a hitting coach, and I think he coaches professional baseball players.
And the other one struggles with his sexuality.
And I hope he's watching. So anyway, we're out there. Very unfair teams. But somehow Jacob and I get bases loaded, and I crush a grand slam. We're still not winning. We were losing that bad. Then
I think we said next score wins.
I think so too, and we did win.
I think we
now that you mention it, I think
that's a very Angelo thing to do. I'm up to bat. Next score fucking wins.
That is an Angelo thing to do. But then somehow we get bases loaded again. It's the bottom of I don't think it was the bottom of the ninth, but it was like, this is it. Like, we're done. It's basically dark outside. There was fireworks over my head. I was like, if I hit this home run, I fucking blew it. But that first Grand Slam.
And I'm the one, by the way, I was the
Here
one.
you go.
loading
Here's
all
the date,
bases.
September 12th.
So you hit that Grand Slam. I got everyone on base. I literally got everyone on base. You were just fucking. I mean, like talk about like headhunting when you're fighting. I mean, it was gonna be Grand Slam or nothing, and you did hit a Grand Slam.
That was one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite days since we lived here. We have a $20 super chat from Riff Raff. Riff Raff also sent us those Sean O'Malley shirts, if you remember, on Mail Day.
I do. I like Riff Raff.
A couple pay-per-views ago. Riff Raff said, "So happy UFC is back in 2024. I'm hoping WWP kills it this year. Angelo, Jacob, you guys plan on going to UFC 300 or maybe UFC at the Sphere? Holy shit, is UFC at the Sphere in September? Is that announced?"
Yeah, he's doing the Mexico card there.
Ooh, dude, that's probably incredible. No, I don't have plans to go to either one of these.
You know, half those seats are bullshit.
What do you mean they're bullshit?
They're just obstructed view seats. They made it. I don't know why. I guess just because that's the way you have to make it. But they made it so.
Yeah.
Get this off the fucking screen. They made it so get the fucking thing off the screen so I can show you. So the seats, like the upper balcony's here and it hangs over the lower balcony. So if you're like sitting right here and you're trying to look up at the screen, it's obstructed view. You can't see the fucking whole screen. There's like a whole 15 rows where you can't even see the whole fucking screen.
Well, I don't have plans to go to any one of those events.
I want to go to some pay-per-views this year for sure.
I was hoping
I can't go with the issue is there's only one person I can really go with because I can't go with Angelo because he's like such a fucking prude.
What do you mean I'm a prude? I went to a fight this year.
We gotta get our seats.
I drink tea. I drink tea now.
My back hurts. These seats hurt my back.
Okay.
I gotta go walk around. Yeah, excuse me, miss. Do you have any Tylenol for my back?
Anyway, Tylenol. No. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, UFC 300. We were hoping that Connor would headline it, and that it would be at Cowboy Stadium or AT&T Stadium.
I mean, that was never going to happen, but that was a you thing.
Well, Dana White has said he always wants to go there because it's one of the biggest stadiums in the country. Connor's the only person that could sell that place out. UFC 3, it actually made sense that was a possibility. It made sense that could happen, but it's not going to happen. So no plans. Thank you, Riff Raff. Before you go, let me give you $50. Anybody who goes to WeWantPicks.com/bets and signs up with any one of our affiliate partners gets $50 as a thank you. Use the link, sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you.